guys, Oboy from Taraji Eco Farm. How are you doing, and happy new year to you. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever you are and you had a wonderful year 2023. Yes, so we are back again with another video. Actually, we've been away from the farm for the longest time since we ever started our farming journey, and this is what we came back to. Yeah, so my tomato plants, of course, if you watched our last video, I said I have still not figured out how to grow tomatoes, and most of them have actually died, but we are still going to enjoy these tiny little tomatoes that have actually ripened on the plant. So I'm just harvesting what is remaining. My onions, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're going to recover, so not quite hopeful about it, but we'll see. We'll see whether we'll get anything from here. These are actually rotten, but I'll throw them somewhere on the farm, and we'll get some volunteer tomato plants soon. So here we have our white something variety of pumpkin. I was actually disappointed in this plant because all the pumpkins that we got, we had two big ones like this one, but they actually rot on the plant. I'm not sure whether this one will survive, but so far so good. So we should be harvesting this one pretty soon. Doesn't have an issue like the other two that we had. The others are quite small, and you can see like this one here. This was actually a pumpkin, but they rot when they are this size. I'm not sure the reason why, because there's this pumpkin. What has been happening is it was a very healthy plant, actually, very healthy leaves and all that. There were, I think, 5 or so plants. I don't actually remember, but when they are young, they actually rot. Very few of them manage to get to the size that we just showed you before. So if you've experienced this before, maybe you can share with us what could be the cause of that and maybe how we can prevent it. So this is a good example of the size at which they start rotting. You can see this one is already rotting, and I'll just pick it from the plant just to so that it doesn't waste the food in the plant. Okay. As opposed to the one we previously saw, this one looks a bit healthy, so hopefully it will get to the size that the big pumpkin is, and we'll be able to enjoy it. Yeah, so our coriander, actually before we left, a few of them, like I think about 3 plants had already started flowering. Now there are several of them. We'll see whether they'll give us some coriander seeds that we can use for the next season. And the same thing is happening to the lettuce, actually going to seed. It's one of the lettuce varieties that we grew, and they're actually going to seed. Yeah, so I think this season we'll still get cabbages. I don't know why they're growing a bit slowly, but yeah, still hopeful to get some cabbages this season. Yeah, so here we have our arrowroots. I think so far so good. Actually, the leaves were quite small when we left, and now you can see how big they are. Of course, we need more water on the farm, so hopefully it's going to rain this week and a few weeks later so that we can get some arrowroots for the first time actually on this farm. Yeah, so this is our third raised bed, and actually here is where we harvested potatoes, and we planted some peas. And yeah, we are happy to see that they germinated while we were away. Yeah, so we'll get some peas to feast on very soon. Yeah, so the birds had already started feasting on our maize. Yeah, but we get some for breakfast. Let's get a bit more. Yeah, so guys, this is our last raised bed, and actually it's the one that makes me the happiest at the moment because everything looks very healthy despite the weeds. Of course, I have a bit of work to do, just removing the weeds and making it a bit cleaner so that the crops have enough nutrients. Yeah, so we have some tomatoes, very many tomatoes. We have some broccoli, we have some cauliflower, some spinach over there, and some cucumber at the edges. So yeah, so I'll show you how it looks in the next few days once I finish the weeding. Yeah, so this was our second last raised bed for the season. These are cauliflowers, still looking healthy. We still haven't seen a head yet. These are broccoli plants. We have some beetroot, carrots, cabbage, yeah, and some coriander. So I think we'll get quite a bit from this bed. Just waiting for the season to be over. Oh my god. So the soil is actually very dry here, which means the crops have not been getting enough rain since we left. Yeah, so another thing that we came back to is that this grape plant here had died before we left. Actually, before we left, it had started germinating again. It was about this size, and now it's quite big. So we wanted to climb on this pole, and actually it can go wherever it feels like from here. Yeah, so quite happy with this one. Of course, we still need more rain, but I think we'll get grapes if they continue cooperating. Fruit tree here, these are kiwi. Like this thing, it's just magical, let me tell you. This thing had been eaten up by ants from the ground, and it was actually dry completely. But like a month or 1 month and a half ago, it just sprouted back again by itself, and hopefully we don't get the issue that we had with the ants. You can see a lot of weeds growing on the farm, but you know, these are rabbit feeds, so nothing much to worry about these ones. We'll just feed our rabbits with them. Yeah, and the ones that they don't eat, we'll actually dig them up. Yeah, so guys, we've been gone for 10 days. A bit of a situation on the farm because it has not been raining enough. But nevertheless, as I always say, for as long as you are planting, the farm will always reward you. So this is our reward for today. We are going to, we harvested some leeks, some tomatoes, eggplant, some yellow maize, and some spring onions. Yeah, so I hope we continue to inspire you to start your self-sufficiency journey if you haven't. And if you're learning something new, please remember to share a comment on our channel, and also share our channel with your friends who are interested in farming. And yeah, leave a thumbs up for us. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.